All right, social media tips, do's, don'ts, tricks, whatever. All right, so it's not that you cannot build this business face-to-face. You can. Social media just makes it easier to connect with people and to build this business. Like 99% of the people that I have helped have been from social media, whether it be from Instagram or whether it be from Facebook and my Facebook like page. That's like it, basically, okay? So actually, any of you that are watching this are probably from one of those three places, right? Now, some of these people I've known before, especially from my Facebook regular personal page. I've known them in life. I've gone to high school with them, whatever. But some of them I have never met before. The people on my like page, the people on Instagram, I've never met before in my entire life. So that is the benefit of growing a business on social media. It is way more impactful than it is face-to-face or cold calling or whatever you want to compare it to. So I'm not a social media expert. I did not have any following when I started this business. Be quiet. I didn't even like social media. I complained on it a lot. I complained on social media a lot. I hated posting on Facebook, and if I did post on Facebook, again, it was a negative thing. I had like 250 friends on Facebook. I never used Instagram. I didn't even understand Instagram. And my Facebook like page I started it when I started this business. So it started at 0. You are now the CEO of your own business. So I love to tell my coaches, which, hi, you are one now. I love to tell them that you are the CEO of $1 million business. And if you do not look at it like that, then you will not create that wealth and create that following that you want, okay? Because you need to show up consistently every day for yourself and for your followers, right? So, like, if you were to just open a McDonald's franchise or a Starbucks franchise, you could not just show up whenever you wanted. You couldn't just open. You would be open for business every single day. It's the same thing with your social media account, okay? Now, social media was a task for me. It was a challenge. Now it's just like a second language. It's something that I just do all the time. Oh, I got to post my workout. Oh, I want to talk to people. Oh, like, I love it. So you can't just show up when you don't feel like it. You can't just show up when it's convenient, right? Like, you are now the CEO of $1 million business. Treat it like one. Act like one, right? You got to do it. So you are the CEO of this business. You want to be successful. You want to go on trips. You want to have an income. You want to pay off debt. You want to do whatever. You want to quit your job. Whatever it is that you want to do, then you need to show up for this business every single day and do your power hour. So that's what we talk about tomorrow. But yeah, if you want to be, you are a CEO of $1 million business. It is your responsibility to show up for yourself, and it's your responsibility to show up for this business. Now, I usually post from I usually try to post 3 to 5 times a day, 3 at the minimum, 5 at the max. Doesn't always have to be about Beachbody. Doesn't always have to be about this business. You want 1 or 2 of them to be. Sometimes 3 of mine are. But you want interaction too, right? So make sure you're doing engaging things, asking questions, even if you already know the answers or it's irrelevant. It's an engaging conversation, it's a question, it's something that people are going to respond to. Even in your Beachbody posts, like, some of them are going to be inspiring and some of them are going to be motivating. But some of them you could be like, hey, what's your breakfast routine like? A, do you eat it? B, do you not eat it? C, you only drink coffee, right? That is an engaging post where you can start talking to people about breakfast and what you might now use for your breakfast. So your 3 to 5 posts a day, not all about Beachbody, right? Like, you want to post about, your shake, or here's what you want to be: educational, informational, motivational, or engaging, right? So make sure your posts are educational, informational, engaging, funny, entertaining, make sure they have something like that. when you do post, don't make sure they're not all pictures. Like, Facebook really credits live video. I know live video is freaking scary. I do it every day now on my Instagram and on my Facebook. It is scary. I'm not going to lie to you, but Facebook and Instagram reward that, and you will show up in more news feeds. So if you can at least attempt to do one a week on something that you learn, something that you used to struggle with, something that you do struggle with, whatever. Like, it literally can be anything. And a video, if it's not a sweaty selfie, maybe it's a sweaty video of you working out. You will show up in more news feeds. My recommendation for you is to start on your Facebook page as just kind of like an accountability for your journey. Post on your Facebook page and open an Instagram public page. It can be business. You don't have to. You can do a Facebook business page, but that takes more time. That takes way more patience, way more time to grow. Instagram is more focused, where you can use the hashtags. It's supposed to be about your life. It's supposed to be about your journey. So that doesn't take as much time. It does take consistency. It does take time, and it does take patience. But I feel like Facebook pages take way more time and way more effort, and Facebook has way more control over who sees your stuff. Whereas like Instagram, you get to search the hashtags that relate to you or relate to your journey or relate to who you were. You can't do that on Facebook, so Facebook decides when they will show your page stuff to the people that follow you. So it's very kind of inconsistent. So I would use your Facebook profile and your Instagram page for right now to share your journey, to share for accountability, okay? Show up every day. People are going to be watching and to see if you show up every day, to see if you are for real, to see if you really, because there are a lot of people that start these businesses, but they don't last, right? So they're going to watch you to see if you do, because they want to see if you succeed, because maybe they can succeed too. So show them that it's possible, right? Make sure you aren't doing it all about you. When you are posting, make sure your posts add value, have some sort of entertainment, one or the other, okay? Value, entertainment, information, education, and I think that was it. That's it. Make sure it has one of those. Are you sharing? Are you being entertaining and fun? Are you sharing information? Are you being inspiring and uplifting? Are you being motivational? Are you sharing something that could help somebody else? But also use it as your document and accountability. So like if you're working out, and don't just take another sweaty selfie, right? Like if you just did push-ups on your toes and you've never done them before, that is a huge non-scale victory. So share about how you never used to be, do push-ups on your toes, take a video, and talk about how you never used to be able to do push-ups on your toes. And now that you did, because people are going to see that and be like, oh, if she can do that, I'm going to try that, right? How about if you didn't want to work out, but you did, and now you feel amazing, right? Because we all feel that way at some point of the day or some point in the week, right? So if someone reading your posts sees that you didn't want to work out, but now you did, and now you have amazing energy, they're going to be like, okay, she didn't want to work out, but I'm gonna work out because it helped her. Like, these are things that are inspiring and educational and informational to other people. So do that, but in a story, right? Evoke emotion from other people by telling a story in your posts. Not just another thing, whoop, checked off the list. Oh, I worked out today. No, don't do that, okay? Don't. You want to evoke emotion from other people because you want other people to see themselves in you. Like, if she can do that, I can do that too, right? Inspire them. You're inspiring them to take action. Maybe if it's not right then, maybe they'll follow you for a year or 2 or 6 months, and then they will take action, right? It does take time. I sucked at posting on social media at first. Like everything else, the more you do it, the easier it gets, right? Practice makes perfect. So you will get better the more that you do it. Another thing that I want you to do, or like assignment today, is focus on who you are besides a Beachbody coach, right? Don't be a one-man rodeo. Don't be a one-man show. You are a complex human being. We are all complex human beings, right? So the 5 things that interest you besides Beachbody coaching. Who are you besides Beachbody coaching? What are you a master at besides fitness, besides nutrition, besides Shakeology, right? Like, what are you besides that? A mom, a dog mom, a chef, a good cook, an artist? What are you? Share about that too, because you want people, your vibe attracts your tribe. So those are the kind of people you want to, like for me, I love hair, nails, skin, those kinds of things. Not as much makeup, but sometimes that too. I love food. I love tequila and tacos. Okay, so balance. I share a lot of that. I drink on the weekends, but still work out. Like that's part of my tribe. Those are the people I want to attract. I don't want to attract strict Nellies. Okay. Fun and humor and sarcasm about parenting. That is who I am, and those are the kinds of people that I want to attract. So figure out those 5 things of who you are outside of Beachbody coaching and write them down and post about that stuff too. If you are interested in it, then there are other people out there that are just like you in one or all 5 of the areas that are interested in it too, and you want to be with those people. You want to be able to find your tribe within this fitness journey and attract them to you to join. Okay, my last social media tip, making it personal. Do not share from other people's pages. Do not share stock photos that Beachbody has already made for us. Our company does an amazing job promoting us and promoting our products like online, on the infomercials and such like that. You don't need to do that. You need to make it personal. People aren't buying the product, they are buying you. Again, why we go back to the 5 things that we are outside of Beachbody coaching. And I know all of you don't want to be a salespeople. Every single one of you have told me, whether before or after you said yes to coaching, that you didn't want to be a salespeople, and nobody does, right? So don't share a stock photo. Don't just check a box that you showed up. Don't just share quotes from Pinterest, okay? Lead with passion, like take a picture of yourself and use that quote on your picture. That's fine. And then share the story behind it. Totally fine. You can post a before and after and invite somebody to your challenge group, but do not use Beachbody's stock photos, okay? You are scrolling Facebook at night or Instagram, right? You're laying in bed at night. You want to be a scroll stopping. What does that mean? Your picture needs to be scroll stopping. And if somebody just sees another stock photo from Beachbody, it's not going to be scroll stopping. They're just going to scroll right past it, okay? So you want to be leading with passion and sharing the story behind. So a sweaty selfie with the quote that inspired you on the picture and the story behind it, perfect. Leading with passion and inspiration. Do not just share the quote. I mean, sometimes I share a quote, but I also share a story behind it, and it does work on Instagram a little bit better. But do not share stock photos. Do not share other people's pages. Do not just share quotes. Make it personal. Make it personal for you and your page. Okay? Lead with passion and lead with inspiration.